my gosh, he just swam up and hammered it. What's up guys, it's Chris from One More Cast. So I was actually pulling in the ponds today and I pulled into my normal spot back over there at the kayak launch, and the tide's actually so low I would have had to drug my kayak out probably about 100 yards just to reach any kind of water out there on that flat. So this is actually the lowest tide I've ever seen at ponds since I've been bringing my kayak here. Really low, so I actually end up having to put my kayak in at the boat launch just because there's enough water there for me to drop it off real quick, pull it up and get in it. It's not busy on the weekdays. That's one reason I'm actually happy I work weekends, is because I can come out here and not have to worry about a mess at the boat ramp. But it's actually very low tide. It's going to be very windy, pushing 14-mile-an-hour winds, and now it's a really negative tide. So I'm gonna get out here, I'm gonna see what I can get into today. Okay, so I'm getting out here now, and if you guys seen any of my other videos, that's actually a spot where normally I cut through those two islands over there, and I actually come across here. That's how low it is right now. How you doing? Alright, hooked into one. This one feels nice. Pretty sure it's a trout. That's what it feels like. Let's see. Yep, it's a little trout. You hit it really hard, so let's see. Nice. Let some line out. I was trolling on my way to my spot, and yeah, that beer run. Nice little guy. There we go. It came out nice and easy. Nice little trout. Start day off with. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna keep on going. I grabbed this kicker crab, threw it out there. I knew that was gonna be my best bet of possibly catching a red if it was a red. Oh my gosh, he just swam up and hammered it. If that was a red, that'd be awesome, but I think it's a jack. The way he swam up like that. He's swimming at me. He swam up behind my bait when I started reeling it in fast. I'm pretty sure it's a jack. The way he's shaking his head. But he swam up and just grabbed. That was awesome to watch. I hope that looks good on video, because I watched him swim up and just grab it. It feels like a jack. Yeah, it's a jack. Holy cow, he just swam up and hammered it. That was awesome. Yeah, that's a little jack. These guys definitely put up a fight though. Oh, my sticker came undone. It's really windy out here. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this. this guy over this side. I might stick it back in. Oh, don't go under there. Don't go under there. Yeah, I gotta get my stick back in. Don't want my kayak to float away. There it goes. I just didn't have it in that deep. All right. He's definitely getting tired now. You know, a lot of people don't like catching these guys, but they are fun. Sometimes when the fishing ain't going well, it's nice to hook into something that fights this good. Okay. Get over here to where my lip grips are. Like that, the hook is right beneath me. Let me just don't worry about that. That hook's right inside of his lip, so I don't understand why he's bleeding like that, but the hook was right in the side of his lip. But beautiful fish. And these guys, I mean, they put up a fight. There he goes. Alright guys, yeah, but look at these waves right here. Yeah, these waves just picked up and got pretty big. Once I round this corner right here, there won't be as much wind coming at me. It'll be blocked from the corner because I'm going to tuck back in there, and it shouldn't be as windy. Still going to be pretty windy. As I knew later on in the day it was going to get a little bit windy. It's actually only been like an hour and a half since I've been out here, so I thought it wasn't going to get more windy till about 10:30, somewhere in there, and it's only like 9 o'clock, 9:30. So I'm going to tie the Miradine on. I'm gonna try to fish a little bit of these outside flats while I'm drifting this way. Then once I get that way, I'm gonna cut back a little bit. So I'll see you guys soon. There's a lot of white caps back out there. I mean, it's really rough. So tide's still coming in, so I'm kind of let the tide keep coming in so I can stay as far behind the bar as possible on the way back out. So I'm gonna go ahead and come up in here, and now is when I'm wishing I left my fluke on, my jerk shad. But we'll see if the paddle tail and the Miradine can't get it done. Shoot, I might even throw that crab underneath there. But I'm gonna follow this back. This leads to another canal back here, and took out my rod. See if I can't find any snook back in here. There's absolutely no wind really back here at all. It's very calm. So there might be quite a few fish tucked back in here to get out of that weather out there. I know it drops off and gets pretty deep back here. I'm gonna keep going back here though and get over in this canal over here and see if I can't get into any fish. I know if you take a left, it leads you back to the boat ramp, but it's like a little windy maze. I'm gonna go right, and that takes me to this little canal I'm trying to fish. Once I get further back here, I'll stand up and oh, I watched him come out and eat it. Nice. Oh, my line's in the water from my leash. One day I'll have a pedal drive and I won't have to worry about getting pulled into the bushes either. This ain't a bad guy. Let me get situated real quick. Paddle up. There we go. It's not that bad of a fish. Come on. Okay, he didn't fret my line at all, so nice little snook. I can already tell there's gonna be some big ones in this area eventually. Oh, he almost came back in the boat. There's definitely gonna be some big ones back here during the spring and summer. This is actually pulling some drag. I don't know if it's a jack. Oh, it's a ladyfish. He's fighting pretty hard, as I'll say. I'm gonna try to keep him out of the boat though. I'm gonna bring him in. They bleed and poop everywhere. A little ladyfish. Nice. Alright. Oh no. Should have brought him up. Got the leader more. Okay. Yeah, don't jump in my boat, please. Alright. Now that I got the leader, I got him under control more. Okay. Let's get him. Oh, good. It came out. Nice. That's good. I hate bringing those guys on the boat because they're slimy, they're nasty, they poop everywhere, and they bleed everywhere. They're very nasty fish. They're fun to catch, especially the big ones, and they're good, really good for bait. Snook love them, redfish love them, sharks love them. They're really good for bait. But I'm actually, what's up guys? So I'm pulling back up to the launch. As you guys seen this morning, I couldn't even launch from the spot I normally do, but it's actually, I would have had to walk it out to about 50 yards from here to launch it this morning. So until the tides came up quite a bit, but I'm gonna pull up to the kayak launch. It was an okay day today, you know, caught, 4 different species of fish, caught snook, a trout, jack, and then a ladyfish at the end of the day on my way back in. But it was very, very windy. I mean, these waves got to, they had to get to at least 1.5 feet, almost 2 feet waves, and that's a lot in a kayak. So hiding from the wind got a little hard. I tried to go back up in one of those creeks. I caught 1 snook out of it. I was hoping to get a few more, but the tide's still a little low back in there. So, but it was an all right day. Just like I said, I came out today. I wasn't really coming out to like hardcore film. I was just coming out, just for almost like a personal day, just come out. And I decided, bring my GoPro just in case, because I learned from one time where I did come out and I didn't record at all, that I ended up catching that red with 23 spots, plus caught another red that day also. It was a really good day and I didn't make any footage of it. All I got was stuff on my phone that I made shorts out of. But like I said, I'm pulling up. It was a good day out here. I'll see you guys later. What's up guys, Chris from One More Cast. So I just got my kayak unloaded and got it washed down and everything, and figured I'd come out and do my tackle talk real quick. It was an okay day out there. Beautiful day. It's a beautiful day out there today. Yeah, it was windy, but the temperature was nice. I stayed comfortable all day. There was some clouds in the sky, so it wasn't too sunny out. It was just a beautiful day to be on the water. It was a little too windy, so I made fishing a little bit harder, especially in kayak. You're You know, I probably kayaked about 2.5 miles there, then 2.5 miles back today. So being in a kayak, you're kind of subjected just to that little area. And I was out there for about 3.5 hours, and that's that's about as far as I could go with the limited time I had. So you're subjected to stay in one area in a kayak. You can go around a little bit, but not as much as if you're in a boat. You can jump miles, but it was still a good day out there. You know, I caught 4 or 5 fish today, and I missed a couple things. I only seen one redfish today. That's all I seen was one redfish today, but that's where it was actually really windy at. That's where I seen it. He got spooked up, but that jack honestly was my favorite part of the day, just by the way he came up and just plowed down on my bait. I mean, that was awesome. I thought it was a redfish at first, but then I could feel by the way he was fighting that it was a jack, and but that was awesome. I love watching fish blow up on baits like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and go over my tackle. So I had the jerk shad tied on today. Took it off because I won't ever throw this in a chop. If it's ever too windy or too rough, I won't throw this, because it's a visual thing with this. It doesn't give off any vibrations. It doesn't give anything off. I mean, I put scent on it, but and they come scented already, but I put scent on it, and I just didn't have any intentions on throwing it once I seen how choppy it actually was. Now, if I would have put this on back in the canal, where I went to go look for the snook, I probably would have had a little bit more luck, but I didn't want to have to retie. I was already short on time, so but I didn't throw this at all today. That was on the 1/8 ounce 4.0 Mustang grip pin. What I also had tied on was the kicker crab on an 1/8 ounce eye strike Texas eye. I don't have any of those left. This is actually my last one in this color, but it's in the deal color. It's a beautiful color. It actually looks more like a blue crab than the blue crab color does. But I had that tied on the 1/8 ounce Texas eye. That's what the jack actually came up and grabbed, so that was actually really cool. Now the other thing I threw was my 4-inch paddler. I caught the snook on that, and that was on the Slam Shady 4-inch Z-Man diesel minnow. I had that on a 4.0 weighted grip pin. I started out with a 4-inch beer run. I got 8 by I actually caught the trout on that. So I caught the trout on that, and then I ended up putting on tried putting on a 3-inch because I ran out of the 4-inch ones. I didn't really have too much luck with this. It kept wanting to fold up. I'm gonna get some 3.0 Mustang grip pins though, so by next week I'll have more of those, and I'll be able to rig it the way I want to rig. So then I ended up putting the Slam Shady on at the end of the day, just to get a 4-inch bait back on there. It was doing better, so that's what I got the trout on the 4-inch. So that's just what I ended up switching up to today. I had 20-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon on it on all my setups, and of course I was putting Dr. Juice on all my baits. Toward the end of the day I did put this Miridine on with the inline hooks. I didn't have any luck on that at all. With it being windy, usually when it's windy out and you have an incoming tide, you have a lot of floating grass. I was getting caught on my grip pin, I was getting caught on the Texas eye, I was getting grass on everything, just because on these windy days you tend to have more floating grass, especially on an incoming tide. But that's what I threw today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you guys for supporting me, and thank you guys for sharing my videos with your friends and stuff. And if you can, share them even more. Like I said, my content's only gonna get better. I actually just posted a video of my kayak and the setup, just because when I first looked at this kayak and I found it on Marketplace, I couldn't find any information on it at all. And I've been looking at kayaks for about 3 months. And I was looking at all sorts of different ones, the Ascend, a Pelican kayak. I was even looking at some pedal drive ones, but I just didn't want to spend that much. But like I said, I wasn't able to find any information on this kayak besides going to the website VeniceOutdoors.com and looking up the specifications, but that's all I could see. I could see how wide it was, how long it was. I could see you could put a rudder on it. That's all I could really see, though. I didn't have anyone that actually fished on it or even rode in one and went over like the hatches and the amount of storage that's on it and the way it handles. I mean, that's the stuff I like to look at when I'm buying a new product. But I just posted a video about that while I was out there. So like I said, thank you guys, and remember, there's always time for one more cast.